can you hear me? Seamus, can you hear me? Seamus, can you hear me?
Good morning. My name is Jeffrey Trumbauer. I'm the Vice President for Academic Affairs. I'm honored to welcome you to the 116th commencement exercises of St. Michael's College, Dr. D.E. Lorraine Sterrett presiding. Please rise as you are able or remain standing while Elizabeth Cupo, class of 23, leads us in the singing of our national anthem. This will be followed by the invocation led by Reverend Brian Cummings, Society of St. Edmund, Director of Edmundite Campus Ministry.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag
Yesterday at our baccalaureate mass, the opening prayer of our liturgy contained these words: "Grant, Almighty God, that we may celebrate with heartfelt devotion these days of joy, which we keep in honor of the risen Lord, and that what we relive in remembrance we may always hold to in what we do." It is with a sense of great joy that we gather today to celebrate these commencement exercises, and we take a moment to remember the accomplishments and achievements of the members of the class of 2023, who have overcome the various struggles of a global pandemic to reach this important day. We also give thanks for the loving friendships formed these past 4 years among this class and with all of us. Let us pray. Almighty God, we ask your blessings upon these commencement exercises. Send your Holy Spirit upon us as we recognize the hard work and the achievements of the members of the class of 2023. Give us your Spirit so that we will always uphold the dignity of each human person and work tirelessly towards the common good of our communities. Grant us your blessings so that we might be better lovers of all people and help us live our lives in service of others. We ask this through our Lord Jesus Christ, who lives and reigns with you in the unity of the Holy Spirit, one God forever and ever.
Thank you. You may be seated. President Sterrett, members of the St. Michael's College Board of Trustees, members of the Society of St. Edmund, our distinguished candidates for honorary degrees, parents, relatives, friends, alumni, distinguished guests, and most importantly, members of the class of 2023, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you today. I also want to give a special welcome in honor of Mother's Day to all who have had the privilege of serving in a maternal role at some point in the lives of our graduates. For those mothers who are present and those who are in our memories, we honor you today. I'm pleased to celebrate with you on this wonderful occasion. At this point, I want to make a few quick announcements. In the event of a fire alarm or other building emergency requiring evacuation, remain calm. Exit through the closest door marked with a red exit sign. Once outside, move away from the building. Please take a moment to note the doors nearest your seat. Should you need medical attention or immediate assistance, please speak to the nearest public safety officer or visit the information desk located in the Tarrant lobby behind me. Restrooms are located just off the lobby. If you need to leave during the ceremony, please use the doors at the back of the gym, back there, to minimize disruption to the speakers and ceremony. To ensure the best possible experience for the graduates and guests, please keep aisles clear at all times and remain in your seats until the end of the ceremony. And now is a good time to silence cell phones. Thank you. Today's ceremony is dedicated to several individuals who have held important roles in the college and who are retiring this year. Among them is our president, Lorraine Sterrett, who's retiring to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, with her husband, Bert. Lorraine, we thank you for your 5 years with us and wish you both good health and happiness. Also retiring and become emeritus faculty this year are Valerie Bang Jensen, Professor of Education, James Heffron, Professor of Mathematics, Kristen Jewell, Associate Professor of Classical and Modern Languages, Richard Kuyava, Professor of Geography and Environmental Studies and Science, Christina Root, Professor of English. And in addition, this ceremony is held in memory of a faculty member who passed away last year, Robert Nemi, Professor of English. It is now my honor to present to you Dr. Lorraine Sterrett, the 17th President of St. Michael's College.
Welcome and greetings to the spectacular class of 2023 and to their families and friends. It's so wonderful to have you all here. And a very special welcome to the chair of the Board of Trustees, Patricia Casey, and other members of the board. Welcome also members of the Edmondite community and our distinguished guests, including 2 honorary degree recipients, both of whom made successful careers and fulfilling lives by doing things that we ask all of you to do, namely doing well and doing good. Greetings and welcome to the faculty and staff who helped this graduating class make it to this momentous day. And a huge thank you to all who prepared this ceremony. Denise Bro, rightly named the Queen of Everything, ensured that every detail was taken care of, so we thank her and the many people involved in every aspect of the preparations. Commencement is among my favorite days of the year. I can feel the shared mixture of excitement, joy, pride, and emotion in the air. Since today marks my last St. Michael's commencement, it's also an emotional day for me. This is a very hard place to leave, as I'm sure you are experiencing, but I will carry into my retirement very fond memories of the class of 2023. Just as the class of 2022 was my class, because we arrived together in 2018, the class of 2023 is also my class, since we are graduating together. And I cannot begin to find the words to express how touched I was to receive the 2023 yearbook dedication. Irish people aren't often stuck for words, but you stumped me with that one. Thank you very much. I am deeply privileged to be among the first to congratulate the great class of 2023 on your accomplishment. And it is no small accomplishment. You are a remarkable, resilient class. You have persevered through many challenges, those you expected to face in college and those that none of us expected to be facing. You will be able to tell your children and your grandchildren how you attended college during a pandemic and how you kept going through thick and thin. So when they complain about how hard college is, you can tell them you have no idea what we went through. We are immensely proud of you and all that you have achieved. So are you prepared for all that lies beyond St. Michael's? Let me answer that with an emphatic yes. Do you know everything that you need to know to make good on your dreams? Let me answer that with an emphatic no. But I can tell you, as president of this fine institution, nourished by the charism of the Society of St. Edmund, and thanks to the faculty and staff who challenged you intellectually and engaged with you deeply, you are well prepared to take on the world. You are prepared to think for yourself, to think of new solutions to age-old problems as well as the challenges of tomorrow, to think of others, and to recognize that no matter how different we may seem, we have a common humanity and need to be uplifted at times. You are prepared to think about the environment and how necessary it is for each of us to protect and care for our shared home. To think about faith and what it can mean in your life, and what it means to respect and appreciate the faith of others. Keep thinking. You are prepared to learn from others. You understand that everyone has something to offer, and if we open our hearts and minds, we can learn from anyone. To learn from new experiences, trying new things, exploring new places, and going outside of your comfort zone is a great source of learning. Keep learning. It is a lifelong commitment to personal growth. You are prepared to care about outcomes. Your professors did more than convey knowledge to you. They also asked you whether you cared enough to make a difference. To care about others. You grew to understand that personal success and fulfillment are so much richer when they are shared, and you understand the importance of valuing diversity and equity and the dignity of every human being, every human being. To care for and about yourself, you have learned that you matter and that your own physical and mental health require conscious attention. So continue to think, to learn, and to care. You are the future, and you are prepared for it. You will never forget your St. Michael's College experience, and we will never forget all the gifts that you shared with us in your time here. The future is bright. Your plans, as plans inevitably do, will change. May all your changes be for the better. Congratulations and Godspeed.
The Catherine Fairbanks Memorial Award and the Father Preble Memorial Award are given to students in the graduating class who demonstrate commitment and achievement related to the intellectual, spiritual, moral, and social values of St. Michael's College. The two awardees I'm about to present are outstanding representatives of this class at St. Michael's. President Sterrett, I'm pleased to present to you the class of 2023 recipient of the Catherine Fairbanks Memorial Award, Catherine Joyce Escobedo. Katie. Katie, who is from New Rochelle, New York, is a summa cum laude graduate with double majors in psychology and sociology, a minor in business administration. One of our most high-achieving student athletes, she's described as being a natural leader with extraordinary maturity and emotional intelligence. She's part of the Student Athletic Advisory Committee and serves as a tour guide and student worker in the admission office. Katie is involved with Edmondite Campus Ministry. She's an advanced EMT with St. Michael's Fire and Rescue, is the Student Athlete and Psychology Honor Society member, as well as Delta Epsilon Sigma and Phi Beta Kappa. Katie is also the graduate of our Peace Corps prep program. She is senior captain and starting goalkeeper of the women's soccer team, second team All Northeast 10 Conference, and All New England for her performance on the field. She also holds several team records. In spring of 22, she was the event coordinator of the first ever St. Baldrick's event on the St. Michael's College campus, raising nearly $30,000 in funds to help find cures for children with cancer. St. Mike's students came out to support her when she publicly shaved her head, one of the charity's signature fundraising approaches, in numbers not seen before COVID. Katie was also the core leader for MOVE's program at Lund. After graduation, Katie will continue to work in the UVM Medical Center's emergency department and in an assisted living facility, as well as go to paramedic school and continue volunteering on St. Michael's Fire and Rescue. We are thrilled she'll be still around campus to coach soccer next year for the Purple Knights. Katie, we honor you with the 2023 Catherine Fairbanks Memorial Award. President Sterrett, I'm pleased to present to you the class of 2023 recipient of the Father Preble Memorial Award, Jason Lee. Jason is from Bennington, Vermont. In addition to his two majors of political science and history, he's graduating with minors in public health, global studies, economics, and public history. And he completed 2 different internships. Jason's concept of and commitment to community is truly exceptional. He has connections and relationships with almost every office on campus, and it's hard to think of anyone who hasn't benefited from his work, sometimes in a professional capacity and often as a volunteer. His activities run the gamut from core leader of several programs in MOVE, to residence life, to working in the registrar's office. He was involved with the MLK Society, SGA, the Center for Global Engagement, the Center for Student Diversity, Empowerment, and Community, the Admission Office, and more. He was a regular at admission fairs and countless other events needing volunteer staffing. Individually, he's been a tremendous mentor as a tutor, an RA, and a student club leader. He was a recipient of a Freedom Foundation scholarship for the 8-week international internship in Seoul, South Korea last summer. He's very active in Student Global AIDS campaign and is participating in the academic study to Denmark next week. Jace is an active scholar, taking the initiative to participate in conferences that showcase his research and analytical skills. Based on his political science senior seminar research thesis, he submitted a proposal that was accepted for presentation to the Pi Sigma Alpha National Political Honor Society conference in Washington, D.C., and also presented at the Midwest Political Science Association in Chicago in April. His fellow students and St. Michael's faculty and staff summarize Jason as the true spirit of St. Michael's. Jason, we honor you with the 2023 Father Preble Memorial Award. In addition to the Preble and Fairbanks Awards, St. Michael's has a number of ways in which we honor high academic achievement. One of these honorary distinctions is through involvement in our own honors program, and another is induction into one of the college-wide or disciplinary honor societies with chapters on our campus. 45 of our seniors have completed all the requirements of the St. Michael's College Honors Program, and many dozens of students have been inducted into the various national honor societies. You can review the names of these outstanding students in the commencement program. I would like to ask all students who completed the honors program or were included into a national honor society to please rise as you're able. Congratulations to all of you and your families and the faculty who supported you and guided you in those pursuits. Another mark of distinction is Latin honors, based on grade point average, cum laude at 3.5, magna cum laude at 3.7, and summa cum laude at 3.9 or higher on a 4-point scale. These individuals are marked with a designation in your program. Among the summa cum laude students, President Starrett, we have 4 students with GPAs of 4.0 in their St. Michael's courses. Students, I would ask you to please stand as you are able as I call your name. Please hold your applause until the end of the list. Alyssa Joanne Bonaro, Brooke Christian Hodgman, Sydney Josephine Molinaro Nelson, Elizabeth Catherine Syverson. Congratulations on this remarkable achievement. At the end of today's ceremony, I would ask these 4.0 students to assemble at the steps at the bottom of the stage so they may lead the recessional out of the building along with President Starrett. It's customary at commencements to have student speakers who are selected to provide reflection and words of wisdom to their peers. Today we have representatives from both the graduate and undergraduate programs. First, it's my pleasure to introduce Umar Jigo. Umar is from Senegal and teaches English as a foreign language in Dakar. He holds a bachelor's degree from Cheikh Anta Diop University and a master's degree from Warwick University in England. He entered the MA TESOL program at St. Michael's in the fall of 2021 as a Fulbright scholar. In this fall, he will pursue doctoral studies in the field of teacher education. Umar.
Thank you, President, for the introductions. Dear President, staff, faculty, parents, friends, and mostly class of 2023, good morning and welcome. My name is Umar, I'm from Senegal, and I'm extremely honored and humbled and a little bit nervous to deliver the speech on behalf of St. Michael's graduate students. This is a great privilege, so I intend to enjoy every single second of my 5 minutes, so please bear with me. Class of 2023, I know the journey has been long and sometimes overwhelming, but through hard work and perseverance, we made it. So congratulations, grads and undergrads. As we are here celebrating our momentous achievement and ready to open a new page in our lives, let us not forget to extend our gratefulness to our families and friends who paved the way for us and made this journey possible. To our professors, thank you for supporting our growth and for making your classes fun, interesting, relevant, and social. My roommate Francois and I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our academic advisor, Professor Rick Gamache, for his unwavering assistance and for his 50 years of service to St. Mike's. If we have become part of the MA TESOL family, it is thanks to the prestigious Fulbright program, the flagship of mutual understanding between the people of the United States and the people of other countries. Taking part in this program has been one of our greatest academic achievements, so we hope that more Fulbrighters will join the college in the future. On behalf of the international students, I would also like to express our appreciation to the Office of International Students and Scholar Services, to the Center for Global Engagement, and to the Center for Student Diversity, Empowerment, and Community for promoting a sense of belonging. Our diverse cultural backgrounds and differences were not ignored, they were celebrated. Our personal experiences were not rejected, they were valued and integrated. When I received my admission to St. Michael's College, I reached out to Fulbright alumni in Senegal, and the first thing they said was, "It's a great university, but it's very cold out there." So coming from a warm part of the planet, I said to myself, "That's it, Omar, you are done, you won't make it." Then I remembered one of the promises I made to myself: turn every challenge into an opportunity to grow and move forward. So I packed my big jacket and took off to Vermont. So when I arrived, everything was green, colorful, and beautiful. Then winter came and lasted longer than I expected. Oh boy. To make a long story short, I survived. I made it. So the simple lesson I have learned is that nurturing a growth mindset means shutting off those gloomy voices in your mind that sometimes tell you, you can't do it, you were not made for that, or just forget about it. Those little voices can be our worst enemies, as they can lead to procrastination and failure. I have learned throughout this journey that success requires taking up challenges and making new resolutions. It requires facing your fears, exploring the unknown, and doing things that make you feel uncomfortable. I have also learned, as the saying goes, that if you always do what you've always done, you will only get what you've already got. I repeat, if you always do what you've always done, you will only get what you've already got. So don't be afraid of getting out of your comfort zone, because only then can you discover your full potential. This reminds me of Nelson Mandela's famous quote: "It always seems impossible until it's done." So class of 2023, no matter what your new resolutions are, either you are targeting the job market or pursuing your studies, the best way to embrace the future is to aim high and let the sky be your limit. There will be highs and lows, ebbs and flows, winters and falls. But remember to turn every difficulty into an opportunity to grow by asking for help, making connections, learning from more experienced people, and tapping into your potential. Over the last weeks, I have asked graduate students how the experience at St. Mike's has helped them develop a growth mindset. Their input was so inspiring, and here are some of their voices. I have become part of a supportive corporation. I am not alone. I have built connections. I have established a new way of looking at education and a new self-conception. Because I had the opportunity to listen to and share knowledge with scholars and professors in the MA-TESOL program, I have developed a sense of responsibility and belonging to the field of education. My experience has taught me to take responsibility for my failures and to engage in self-reflections. End of quotes. My takeaway from this journey can be summarized in few words. When you set clear goals and apply discipline, dedication, and hard work, by the will of God, you will maximize your chances to grow and make a difference. As President Obama said, never let your failures define you. I say, let them be your building blocks to success. So class of 2023, the future is yours. Happy graduation. Thank you.
Thank you, Umar. Each year, the senior class selects a colleague whom they respect and admire and from whom they want to hear some final words. To speak this morning, the class of 23 has selected Katie Escobedo. Katie, I invite you back to the stage.
Thank you, Professor Trumbauer. First off, I'm going to check on my mom. I did not tell her I was doing this. So with that, happy Mother's Day to all the moms in the room. I will also apologize. Senior week got a little bit of the best of my voice, so I'm going to ask you to bear with me on that. And just because I need to get it off my chest, I would like to inform everyone that for the past 3 years, I have been Mike the Knight. Thank you. Big job. Let me just say this. After being a tour guide for 3.5 years, you would think a speech like this comes easily, but it truly doesn't. I recognize what a privilege it is to be standing up here with and for you today. Especially after these last few days, I've realized that trying to put into words everything that is St. Mike's is really, really hard. To start, as always, with gratitude, on behalf of the class of 2023, there is a lot to say, a lot of thanks to give, so I will try and hit a few. Thank you to our families who have helped us get through these past 4 years of college and had to deal with us while we were stuck at home and still pretending to be in college. Thank you to the professors who worked hard to educate us both in person and online. Thank you to the staff of the college who coach, clean, cook, and do all the background work that we very rarely recognize. I'm grateful to be up here today. I'm grateful to be with all of you. I'm going to be honest, I in no way think I'm the most eloquent of speakers, especially with this voice, nor will I have some life-changing message. What I do know is that I genuinely love this place and you people, and I want to speak from my heart on that. Thought you wouldn't hear the tears because of the voice, but you can. Personally, the moment I stepped on campus, I knew this was the place for me. However, I'm sure that none of us could have imagined what was to come. We moved onto this campus way back in fall of 2019, the biggest class of the 4, and we were forced to leave that spring. The world didn't know what was going to happen, so how could we? Being sent home for 2 weeks turned into a completely different college experience for all of us. And I would just like to note that we are the last class to have known what St. Mike's was before, during, and after COVID. If we can make it through that, we can make it through anything. Learning what Zoom is, taking finals online, kinda nice. Bouncing from in-person to online, depending on how we were feeling, and getting fined a few $100s for hanging out with your friends. We definitely persevered. But I think having lived through that, we were also kind of sick of talking about COVID. I would much rather focus on the other parts of our college experience. As much as people may joke and pretend to believe otherwise, we have found a very special place here. We are a small, private Catholic college in Vermont, yet we have opportunities and mindsets that are not offered in many places. We also have the great ability to respect the thoughts of others and engage in thoughtful discussions, even if we disagree. However, for the most part, I know we all had classes where our professors asked us a question intended to spark debate, and we just all agreed on the same thing. And they replied, "I think we're biased because we're St. Mike's." We are, but I argue that is not a bad thing. We are accepting, open, and loving. We know how to lift each other up and get involved. On important matters, we have stood up for what we believe in, with regards to injustice, both on our campus and off it. From migrant justice talks, to climate change rallies, to Black Lives Matter movements, to pride parades, the list goes on and on. Inspired by the Edmondite tradition, we are granted the opportunity to experience many different areas, perspectives, and people we would not have had we gone elsewhere. For me, this open and accepting place is the reason I have found my true self. Honestly, if I went to any other small Catholic college, I would not have been able to be the confident, proud, gay woman that I can be now, and I thank all of you for that. This is a community you are not getting anywhere else. Funnily enough, it was other people who made me realize just how lucky I was to be here. My friend came to visit, and we were in a packed three's house, Chavs, of course, and someone walked past us multiple times with their hands up, just saying, "Excuse me, I'm so sorry," trying to get over there. He turned to me and said, "This is a party. Why is everyone being nice?" "Welcome to St. Mike's," was all I said. My sister and I walked toward a house. "Is this yours?" she asked. "No," I said. "What are you doing?" "I just was checking in, walking through the unlocked door, saying hi." She goes, "You keep your doors unlocked here?" Probably not the best decision nowadays, but the point is there. I walk around campus with tours, and New Yorkers ask me, "Wait, is that person waiting for us?" "Yes," I say as I hustle the 10 yards to get the door that someone is holding open. People make eye contact as they walk past you, a smile, a glance, occasionally a scream across campus. It's a small campus, people note, but the individuals here are like none other. They care. What other 1,900-person college can raise $29,000 for childhood cancer research? None, and my mother did check. We get on a bus, and people say thank you. I walk into the cafeteria. Rosemary winks at me. I wink back. Everyone says pleases and thank yous to Harvey, to Tenzin, to everyone. What's the answer? What's the difference? St. Mike's. St. Mike's is the answer. It sounds cheesy, but we can all recognize this is a community like no other. And there's no better epitome of this than 2 Thursdays ago when the senior group chat lit up and said, "Downtown?" ? Our community sticks together. And we did. We walked to the bus stop together. We sang. We almost got kicked off that bus. We went down into Sputies. We celebrated, and we existed together. I think we could all feel it. Graduation was fast approaching, and this moment in time would soon pass us by. And then senior week came. A fever dream, some might say. Core memories, and the reason I lost my voice, I would say. We had one more opportunity, 4 more days, and there was no other consideration or care in the world other than the fact that we as a class wanted to be together. And now we are here, 4 long, fantastic years later, about to walk the stage and say goodbye, for now, to the community that we have created. I want everyone to take a second and look around at the people sitting next to you. Friends who have become family, strangers who have become friends, and even people who still might be strangers, but at least you've seen around. I think we can recognize that we are our own little world here. But I beg you, bring our world out there. Say thank you to bus drivers. Donate $1 for a bracelet. Hold the door even though someone is far away. Create new communities. Continue to stand up for what you believe in. Remember to be grateful for the big and the small. I implore you to remember this St. Mike's experience and keep living, keep learning, keep exploring, and always do well and do good in the world. Thank you and congratulations to my people, the class of 2023.
Thank you, Katie. By the conferral of honorary degrees, St. Michael's College honors and is honored by members of the world community whose lives and accomplishments reflect the mission and values we share. We're privileged to offer 2 honorary degrees in the class of 2023. Each of these candidates has received significant accolades and distinctions as a result of their varied life and career choices. I ask you to please hold your applause for each candidate until the president confers the degree. And now I'd introduce Jerry Flanagan, Interim Vice President for Enrollment and member of the class of 1971, who will sponsor our first candidate, Michael McGrath, former chair of the St. Michael's Board of Trustees. Jerry and Michael, please come forward for the reading of the citation.
Thank you, Jeff. Before I read the citation, I wanted to acknowledge what an honor it is for me to do this for Mike, because Mike and I have been close friends for the past 65 years. And when I asked him to serve as a trustee, I'm certain he didn't think that he'd be doing it for nearly 2 decades. I'm pretty certain that he is the longest serving lay trustee of the college over our history. I want to say I'm exceedingly grateful for our longtime friendship and his contributions of his time, his talent, and his treasures to St. Michael's. Now let me read the citation. Few board leaders in recent St. Michael's history have played a more significant role than the former trustee, Michael McGrath, has in guiding the college's fortunes and path forward with common sense, insight, and steady professional wisdom. A St. Michael's trustee of 19 years, Michael brought highly valued experience as a successful global management consultant, author, and presenter on business strategy and decision-making. During his tenure on the board, Michael chaired the Strategic Assessment Task Force and was active in expanding on-campus housing, college financial management, and development. 3 years after earning his Harvard MBA in 1973, which followed undergraduate studies at Boston College, Michael co-founded PRTM, a management consulting firm focused on the advanced strategies for high technology companies, and it became one of the world's largest consulting firms. Michael created new management processes for product development, product strategy, and supply chain that became global industry standards. At age 55, he retired from the consulting and began a new career as CEO, board member, and board chair of 4 large publicly traded companies. He currently serves as chairman of the board of National Instruments in Austin, Texas, and over his career, he has authored 8 books covering a variety of topics and given more than 1,000 presentations and interviews. As a St. Michael's trustee, Michael served 5 years as vice chair. He's also been active with a variety of nonprofits, including serving as chairman of the board of Grace Place in Naples, Florida, which promotes pathways out of poverty by educating children and their families. President Starrett, it is my pleasure to present to you Mr. Michael McGrath. Will the diocese please stand? For directing the noble resources of your professional success and expertise to become a long-standing champion of St. Michael's College and other worthy human enterprises, St. Michael's College is honored to award you, Michael McGrath, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
Michael McGrath, I am honored to confer upon you the Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. Congratulations. Get the hood first.
Lou DeMasi, Student Success Advisor and 1984 Master's Graduate of St. Michael's College, will sponsor our candidate Jay Bellissimo, Class of '87, Chief Operating Officer of Vonage. I invite Angie Armour, Executive Director of Institutional Advancement, to come forward for the reading of the citation.
Good morning. I'm honored to read Jay's citation. St. Michael's College trustee Jay Bellissimo, class of 1987, has spent most of his 35-year professional career in the technology industry, always with an eye toward making people's lives better. Jay is committed to success in all his endeavors, starting from back in his student days at St. Michael's College as a St. Michael's College Hall of Fame hockey player and team captain, as well as an engaged campus leader who excelled in academics while majoring in political science. His dedication, hard work, and talent brought Jay to his present position as Chief Operating Officer for Vonage, a leading global cloud communications firm where he oversees worldwide sales and operations, earning major national awards for leadership and innovation. Jay joined Vonage from IBM, where he also advanced to significant domestic and global leadership roles. He is a respected thought leader in business strategy and transformation, guiding multi-billion-dollar initiatives and lecturing around the world, including presentations at MIT about artificial intelligence and its impact on business, government, and society. Jay entered St. Michael's College Athletic Hall of Fame in 1995 as the hockey program's then all-time leading scorer and the first Ice Knight ever to reach the 100-point plateau, sparking 3 straight winning seasons between 1983 and 1986. In addition to his extensive community volunteer work, Mr. Bellissimo has mentored college students and young professionals throughout his career. As a proud alumnus, he served on his 15th reunion committee prior to joining the Board of Trustees. He enjoys returning to campus to pay forward the experiences that helped him thrive at St. Michael's and beyond. A perfect example of the tight-knit and extensive alumni network willing to help and inspire current students. President Sterrett, it is my pleasure to present to you Mr. Jay Bellissimo. Will the dais party please stand?
For your inspiring example as a business and technology innovator, dedicated to helping others in the enduring spirit of your alma mater, St. Michael's College is honored to award you, Jay Bellissimo, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa.
The dais party may be seated. It's now my great honor to present our newest honorary degree recipient, Jay Bellissimo, who will present the commencement address.
Thank you, Jeff and Angie. I appreciate it. Before I go any further, Katie, really? Did you have to do that? I'm going to go before you next time. I was in tears, so that was just awesome. And both of you, just outstanding, so thank you. So let me start, first of all, with a happy Mother's Day to all the amazing mothers in our lives. I want to thank President Sterrett, the faculty, the staff, the Society of St. Edmund, Board of Trustees, and all of you for the opportunity to deliver this year's commencement address. Also, congratulations and thank you to Mike McGrath for all of your outstanding contributions to St. Michael's for those 19 plus years. I think it was more, but thank you, Mike. It's a privilege and I'm truly honored to receive this degree. As I see all of you assembled here, it's an even greater honor as I remember sitting there just like you. This is your day, and I know how hard you've worked to get here, especially with the impact of the pandemic. So with that, I want to also give you another big congratulations and thank you for all that you've done. And students, there's one more group I would like to thank. All of your parents and loved ones. They've been there supporting you throughout your journey to today's graduation. They made many, many sacrifices to give you the opportunity to be here and to excel by providing encouragement, financial support, and advice. So thank you, St. Michael's parents and families. I'm going to follow the advice of Franklin Delano Roosevelt of giving speeches. As he once told his son, when you give a speech, you be sincere, you be brief, and be seated. To this point, I want to share 3 learnings with you as you embark on the next chapter of your journey. The first lesson I learned early on from my parents was that nothing replaces hard work, and there are no shortcuts in life. One of my father's best pieces of advice was that no one owes you anything in life. If you want it, you need to earn it, never be outworked, and thrive off of adversity. I was never the smartest, fastest, or most gifted, and I certainly had more than my share of setbacks, even to this day. But one thing that has served me well is what I call fire in the belly. St. Michael's presented me with tremendous opportunities to get involved in the classroom, community, and athletics. It required a lot of hard work, dedication, and long hours, but it provided me with a solid foundation that has served me well throughout my professional and personal life. In particular, it was during those times of adversity when I had to dig deep, such as the time I tragically lost one of my best friends to a riptide, or the time when I had the pressures of paying back student loans while starting a family. It ultimately gave me that fire in the belly to never give up, to appreciate what I have, and it made me realize you can never get complacent in life. It's clear to me that all of you already has that fire in the belly. With the pandemic, your college experience has been both unprecedented and unexpected. But you didn't just survive, you thrived. Just think of all those things you've accomplished. It's truly amazing. Think of all those late nights studying for exams, countless hours preparing for theater productions, making a difference in the community through your many community service efforts, working to help pay for college. Maybe you participated in a Big Brother or Big Sister program, and all of those hours perfecting your sport or craft to compete at the highest level. After graduation, life gets even more exciting and demanding as you begin the next chapter. Only you can decide where you want to spend your time, how you want to spend your time, prioritize it, and chart the path that's best for you. Trust me, it's well worth all the effort, but it's you and no one else that will make it happen, so be true to yourself. In many respects, you've already won. You've been part of such a unique time of transformation in the way we communicate, learn, and work together, both in the classroom and workplace. You should feel proud and confident today, given all that you've achieved over the last 4 years. From ushering in the new way of living with COVID, to your advocacy for mental health wellness, social justice, and to continuing to contribute to sustainability initiatives. In the end, with whatever path you choose, remember, just love what you do and do what you love. And always have that fire in the belly, no matter where your interests may lie. My next learning involved my professional career at IBM for over 30 years. During my time at IBM, I had the good fortune to work in over 30 countries, experienced many different cultures, participated in community outreach programs, and helped shape business and government policy and technology, all while raising 5 children with my incredible wife, Kathleen, who I'm happy to hear with me today. The most valuable lesson I learned at St. Michael's is that throughout your life, you should never stop learning. Never stop learning. When I left St. Michael's, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but it provided me with the tools experiences, and confidence that enabled me to maximize every opportunity that came my way. At IBM, I had the opportunity to work for the CEO and chairman for several years in a variety of roles. There were times I was apprehensive about taking on new roles. I wasn't sure I checked off all the boxes and had the relevant experiences to do the job well. One of her favorite expressions was that growth and comfort do not coexist, and that was a painful lesson to learn. But I kept being pushed out of my comfort zone by her and challenged to keep learning. Literally every 2 years, new role. These assignments included two of my most memorable ones. The first was running our Latin America services business based out of São Paulo, Brazil, and the other was as one of the general managers for IBM's commercialization of artificial intelligence called Watson. Both of these opportunities presented the challenge as well as the opportunity to learn about new cultures, terminology, and language. I didn't know Portuguese, South American customs when I first arrived in Brazil, and I certainly did not feel like an AI expert when I joined Watson. You may be in a similar position where you think you might not possess all of the relevant experiences or skills and may not know why you were selected. So it's only going to be natural to be a bit apprehensive about accepting these posts. You should stretch yourself, take risks, run at the problems, not away from the problems, and embrace that never say never attitude that has already defined you. In the end, your unique learnings will fuel the growth you may need to get to that next level of success. I grew in ways that I could have never imagined. I can honestly say that for much of the time, I was comfortable, so her strategy worked. The funny parallel story for me is that the IBM CEO was much like my St. Michael's hockey coach, Lou DeMasi. Lou and assistant coach and trainer, Zaf Ludovic, were just unbelievable to me. Lou and Zaf were fair and balanced, but highly demanding. And our coaches were also not worried about our players being comfortable. Whether it be in practice or in games, preparation, discipline, and teamwork were the keys to success. They were relentless. And Lou used to have these sayings like, hard work breeds success. You do the little things and the big things will fall into place. And finally, it's all good. Whether the sky was falling or things were great, it's all good. Including today, we had a dead battery before we left the hotel in our rental car, so we were trying to figure out. And my wife said, what do we do? I said, it's all good. To this day, I often use these quotes when I'm addressing the various teams in my business. I'm sure you've experienced similar relationships with the clergy, the faculty, and your coaches or other influential people at St. Michael's. Like me, you might not have appreciated it at the time, but you would be surprised how their words and influence will resurface later in life. I guarantee it. My advice to you is to never pass on that opportunity to try and learn new things. Take risks, adapt to change, and stretch yourself out of your comfort zone, all while exuding the confidence of champions. Be a sponge with every new experience. You may major in, let's say, economics, philosophy, or business, for example, and you may have a very specific game plan regarding landing that first big job. And maybe it turns out to be your only job, but chances are it won't be. Chances are you will work in different disciplines across many different jobs over the course of your career. Oh, and by the way, this might not be popular, but I'll say it. Most likely you will fail, as I have throughout my career. Please don't be discouraged and feel sorry for yourself. Be resilient and tenacious and never, ever get outworked or let anyone define you. I would argue if you're not failing, then you're not trying hard enough to achieve at the highest level. The key to learning with failure is that when you do fail, fail fast, learn from it, and plow those learnings back into the future experiences. I guarantee you, you will come out stronger on the other side. To this point, I wanted to share one of my favorite motivational quotes by Michelangelo regarding risk-taking. He said, "The greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but it's too low and we achieve it." My final learning that I wanted to share is about faith. As you pursue your personal and professional endeavors, you will experience the full spectrum of all that life has to offer. While you will undoubtedly enjoy many successes, you will hit some bumps along the way. You will learn that everything is not perfect at times. Things may not fall your way no matter how hard you try. We are not perfect, and that is why having a personal relationship with God is so very important. Never give up believing, no matter how difficult the situation, and always lean on your faith. The education I received at St. Michael's, coupled with my deep faith, has always served as my North Star. During my time at St. Michael's, I still fondly remember those Sunday night masses, getting involved in many community events, and being supported by my classmates during those difficult times. Fortunately, I was also introduced to many influential people on campus who strengthened my faith and forever changed the way I lead my life to this day, such as Lou, Zaf, Jerry Flanagan, Bob and Karen Burno, Teddy Manning, and Jenny Cernosa. They consistently exhibit the very best values of St. Michael's College, which is founded on respect, care, compassion, responsibility, honesty, and trustworthiness. I'm sure you've benefited in similar ways from the interdisciplinary curriculum that St. Michael's has to offer. Having had the opportunity to explore many different academic tracks, challenge the norms, and participate in passionate debates with your classmates and professors, and to finally test out your learnings directly through your community service and internships. With this strong foundation of faith, coupled with a core set of values and beliefs, there is nothing you can't do, nor is there a challenge too great. And with your faith, you will never be alone throughout the journey. Again, you have achieved so much to date, and you did it with grace, style, and dignity. Whatever your North Star is, just remember this. This is your time. This is your narrative. This is your opportunity to be who you want to be and to make your mark in life. There are no limits. Just have a purpose. Be curious and explore as you experience life to the fullest, and try to always enrich the lives of those around you. And remember to have that fire in the belly, never stop learning, and have faith. Now I need to follow FDR's advice. Hopefully I was sincere and brief, so now it's time to be seated. Class of 2023, there are so many opportunities out there for the taking. Go for it and never look back. Again, congratulations.
Thank you, Jay, for those inspirational remarks. We will now begin the conferral of degrees. The master's candidates have assembled. Please be sure to bring your name card with you. The master's candidates have been recommended for graduation from our programs in clinical psychology, education, and teaching English to speakers of other language. Dr. Gretchen Galbraith, Dean of the Faculty, and Dr. Timothy Mackin, Associate Dean of the College, will present the candidates for master's and bachelor's degrees for the class of 2023. Undergraduate students are listed in your program according to degree, Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science. They will be presented on stage alphabetically as a single group. For a few of our students, someone dear to them with an association to the college will participate in the awarding of the diploma. For undergraduate students, we will also be announcing the awarding of departmental and program honors given to the highest achieving student in that field of study. We ask that guests please do not leave their seats for picture taking during the handing of diplomas. Dr. Galbraith will begin by presenting the candidates for master's degrees.
Brittany Lynn Bullard. Yasmin El Shami. Taylor Jade Holzhauer. Amanda Lee Pacheco Silva. Janessa Lee Thompson. Sarah A. Vakvovic. Sean Richard Wakama. Erica Young. Jess Berry. Alicia L. Cernozia. Michelle Elizabeth Garvey. Kayla Henry. Colin Michael O'Leary. Clara Ripley. Rebecca Shute. April Lee Ambrose. Hannah Nicole Bishop. Daniel Robert Colano. Mia Killian Delabovi. Christina Collier Duell. Marcel P. Etienne. Jordan O'Neill Fenton. Ashley Elizabeth Fogg. Lauren Marie Hurley. Arij Talib Kadem. Kristen Kalem. Emma Haley LaRose. Celeste Matty. Nicole Marie Maroney Nose. Matthew John Wilkins. Yan Yan Chen. Umar Musa Jigo. David Leslie McGowan. Andrea Salgado. Francois Huigo Wainiga.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and by the authority of the state of Vermont, I hereby confer upon you these master's degrees with all rights, responsibilities, and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Allison Maria Acorn. Nicholas A. Albino. Receiving departmental honors in biology, Ava Hazen Albus. Hope Rosemary Alto. Isabella Grace Amedo. McKenna Margaret Anderson. Hannah Mae Aruda. Julia Rose Ogg. Michaela Catherine Rose Ball. Marie Banza. Andrew Charles Barker. Cameron Jeffrey Barnier. Marie Ann Bavely. Sabrina Nicole Bean. Marcia Lee Rose Blaisdell. Nicholas J. Bliss. Rachel E. Bombardier. Alyssa Joanne Bonaro. Victoria Susan Bossy. Jenica Hannah Bodding. Ethan D. Boucher. Jason Daniel Boucher. Cara Marie Bove. Galen Hugh Boyle White. Jane Rachel Bradley. Catherine Madison Brayman. Madison Brandel. Kasai Brown. Daniel Joseph Brownell. Alexis Rivers Brule. Elsie A. Buckley. Liam H. Burke. Sophia R. Burns. Receiving departmental honors in environmental studies, Portia Noel Buttram. Marissa Lynn Butsiris. Carrie Ann Campbell. Erin Elizabeth Candy. Caitlin Rose Cape. Marissa Grace Carignan. Megan Joan Carney. Molly Carroll. Kristen Emily Carrazzo. Robert E. Katnick. Cole Raymond Shagnon. Andrew N. Champagne. Summer Rose Chaponis. Isabel Helen Chase. Alexander John Chergwin. John Luke Sanciolo. Lucaya Lynn Clary. Grace E. Clark. Receiving departmental honors in neuroscience, Sean Alexander Clem. Taylor Alexander Cole. Drew M. Collins. Kaylee Ray Comiskey. Benjamin Remy Como. Will Michael Coppola. Kevin William Corcoran. Jacob Otis Sar Cosentino. Receiving departmental honors in health science, Mackenzie Ann Costello. Riley May Coda. Brianna Dorothy Catronio. Receiving departmental honors in accounting, Ryan James Coulter. Franklin Mason Crawford IV. Receiving departmental honors in music, Elizabeth Therese Cupo. Caroline Adler Curley. Scott Andrew Cherwinski. Nicholas Paul Tadoli. Abigail Margaret Dalpy. Leah Morin Tequila. Trevor Michael Davis. Joseph Michael Del Toro. Receiving departmental honors in Media Studies and Digital Arts, Ashley De Leon. Receiving departmental honors in Education Studies, Natalia Christina Delfini. Grace Catherine DeWare. Andrew Kyle Dejat. Kurt Frederick Diermeyer. Gabrielle Maria Doe. Joshua Mark Dubiago. Ethan Robert Douglas. Caden Downey. Emma Downey. Presenting this diploma is Associate Professor and Chair of Digital Media and Communications, Dr. Jerry Swope. Anna Kathleen Duffy. Autumn Emily DeRocher. Robert Linwood Dwyer. Peyton Mackenzie Edwards. Receiving departmental honors in history, Grace Kathleen Airholes. Catherine Joyce Escobedo. Megan Marie Flaherty.
Ainsley Fowler. Alan Alexander Frank. Grace Catherine Gallo. Tessa Simone Gardner. Edwin J. Genesi. Emma Marie Gooley, presenting this diploma is member of the St. Michael's College Board of Trustees, Celine Paquette. William Blaise Goulet. Jackson David Greenleaf. Carl S. Grumbine. James J. Giuliano. Jack Andrew Gunning. Henry Markham Haddad. Logan Joseph Haley. John Robert Halloran. Michael Jeans Halloran. William Miles Halpern. Nolan Gerard Hanna. Benjamin Kelly Harris. Julian P. Harris. Jenna Elizabeth Harrison. Receiving departmental honors in International Relations and Criminology, Adrian K. Harwood. Bridget Walsh Heinrich. Taylor Marie Hella. Receiving departmental honors in economics, Clara Philippa Hemestorp. Lisvedi Bridget Hernandez. Andrea Herrera Cruz. Margaret Elaine Herrick. Samuel Ethan Heiliger. Presenting the next diploma is Instructor of Mathematics Barbara O'Donovan to Zachary Walsh Hines. Kai Hines. Sorry, we'll do that again. We'll do it again. Kai Hines. Hope Hiscock. Receiving departmental honors in physics, Brooke Christian Hodgman. Ryan Kelly Hosey. Katrina Hold. Luke Hudson. Mackenzie Rose Hunter. Carly Lee Ingram. Tate Brian Islis. Sophia Isabella Jandruski. Nicholas David Johnson. Samuel Douglas Johnson. Abigail E. Carlin. Alexander Darius Karlowitz. Max Tavalos. Andrea L. Kaufman. Dennis Jack Keddy. Henry Thomas Kelly. Hollis Boyd Kelly. Receiving departmental honors in chemistry, Megan May Kennard. Martin Paul Stephen Kleiner. Receiving departmental honors in environmental science, Kaylee Ryan Nealand. Samuel Dale Koch. Chris Brunette Combo. Min Chi Kong. Receiving departmental honors in business administration, Cassidy S. Coons. Margaret Mary Kraus. Jack A. Cuisine. Anna Kukulka. Maria Ray Lacroix. Derek P. LaMadeleine. Parker Joseph Green Lambert. Elena Grace Lamphere. Jillian Catherine Lebowitz. Veda Jane Leclerc. Fiona Megan Lenahan. Jordan Fisher Lettieri. Jason Lee. William Edward Licho. Jeremy Little. Brendan Matthew Locke II. Brendan Eugene Looney. Samil Janae Love. Jeffrey Michael Lucarelli. Ulysses Antonio Luciano. Paulius Macjuis. Justin W. Madison. Julia Karen Mahoney. Camden Scott Maley. Receiving departmental honors in computer science, Marcus Allen Mallows. Spencer William Manning. Kevin Patrick Mannion. Jonathan Trowbridge Marcotte. Receiving departmental honors in gender studies, Jacob Garrett Markowitz. Receiving departmental honors in philosophy and ethics, Joshua Marshall. Charles Leonard Martell. Margaret Ann Martell. Jose Rafael Martinez. Katie Lorraine Marullo. Eliza Quinn Masteller.
Catherine Rose Mayo. Isaiah Kobe McCaskill. Connor Brian McCoy. Hannah Lynn McDermott. Joseph M. McGrath. Hannah Elizabeth McLean. Samuel K. Mercer. Clayton Thomas Messier. Receiving departmental honors in public health, Rowan Bryn Medavere. Brianna August Monahan. Mackenzie Jean Moore. Ryan D. Moore. Bethany Ruth Moose Nolan. Jordan Annie Morey. Faith Vera Morgan. Tamara Jean Mosier. Daniel John Mullaney. Eileen Donna Murphy. Emma Lucette Neto. Aisha Navarette. Rylan M. Neal. Receiving departmental honors in French, Sydney Josephine Molinara Nelson. Elena Shaw Noble. Joseph Kevin Noonan. Erin Michelle Norton. Rebecca Bryn Novak. Emmett William O'Connell. Bertine Olson. Miles Patrick O'Malley. Benjamin O'Mara. Carson Edward O'Neill. Kalechi Adana Onoa. Cameron Eric Ottaviano. Reagan May Overton. Angelina Marie Owens. Lucas Persicino. Eleanor M. Peterson. Eugene Allen Petro. Olivia Rose Politi. Stephen J. Poulin. Sarah Elizabeth Putri. Megan Elizabeth Power. Sadie LeRae Pratt. Nicole Annette Keesbay. Luke Christopher Ramsey. Receiving departmental honors in secondary education, Eli Firth Rankin. Grace Elizabeth Rava. Ethan Albert Reederer. Portia Monique Reynolds. Receiving departmental honors in art and design, Erickson Richard. Megan Elizabeth Robidoux. Osvaldo Javier Rodriguez Jr. Zoe Marie Rogers. Anthony Joseph Romano. Julia Mary Rosano. Andrew E. Rothhauser. Jeremy Austin Ruth. Owen Thomas Rudicus. Receiving departmental honors in religious studies and American studies, Rada E. Ruggles. Isabel Pelagia Ruprecht. Receiving departmental honors mathematics, Kevin Matthew Russell. Matthew Kevin Russell. Elliot Thomas Ryan. Emma Elmire Salvatore. Timogo Joseph Sangare. Anthony Dominic Santosuoso. Isabella Hope Sirocco. Brian Richard Sardella. Receiving departmental honors in English, Kaylee Ann Sayers. Jenna Rose Scanlon. Kyle Alexander Shadeen. Matthew George Schreiner. Marissa Joyce Scott. Eiley Piper Service. Madeline McLean Shanley. Spencer Robert Slattery. Clara June Smith. Maximilian B. Smith. Ricky Nathaniel Smith. Ethan Theodore Snook. Benjamin Patrick Szilard. Kate Anna Spear. Henry Spearman. Nolan Thomas Bidell. Connor M. Starr.
Receiving departmental honors in data science, Seamus Owen Stein. Ella Marie Stevens. Erin Ann Stoltz. Dennis Patrick Sullivan II. William John Sullivan. Receiving departmental honors in Spanish, Elizabeth Catherine Syverson. Emma Jane Taliaferro. Jessica Marie Tatro. Madison Mabel Tatro. Bailey Jane Thomas. Michaela Kai Thompson. Receiving departmental honors in political science and equity studies, Molly Elizabeth Thompson. William Ross Thompson. Lana Tak. Sebastiano Tonini. Connor Anthony Torpey. Alexander Gino Tracana. Ian Bay Troney. Receiving departmental honors in theater, Matthew A. Toupay. Amy Marie Turcotte. Receiving departmental honors in psychology and sociology and anthropology, Rebecca Jean Underwood. Jake Ryan Valkovic. Receiving departmental honors in elementary education, Paulina Elizabeth Valentine. Madeline Marie Van Winkle. Marguerite Catherine Varley. Christian Andreas Vogt.
Yeah, Chris.
Haley Morgan Waghorn. Callie Ann Walker. Emily Lena Webster. Receiving departmental honors in biochemistry, Joshua Weiss. Nicholas David Welsh. Meg Wennett. Aiden Riley Westfall. Tyler Andrew Whitney. Presenting the next diploma is Director for Annual Giving and Donor Engagement, Ashley Freeshow, Ella Ray Widmore. Caroline Ann Wiley. William Albert Willis III. Charles Cameron Wilson. Marissa Hope Wanson. Caitlin Ann Woolery. Tian Young. Zian Zhang. And finally, Chelsea Wong.
by the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees and by the authority of the state of Vermont, I hereby confer upon you the Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science degree which you have successfully earned with all rights, responsibilities, and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. And now, for that all-important ritual, please take your tassel and move it from the right side to the left side.
Congratulations. It's my pleasure to introduce the president of the St. Michael's College Alumni Association Board of Directors, Suzanne Leas, from the class of 1986.
President Sterrett, members of the Edmondite community, trustees, faculty and staff, family and friends, good morning, happy Mother's Day, and most importantly, to the class of 2023, congratulations. My name is Suzanne Leas, and on this very same Mother's Day, back in 1986, I graduated from St. Michael's College and was sitting in this very gym where you are all today celebrating this wonderful accomplishment. On behalf of the St. Michael's College Alumni Board of Directors, it's my honor and privilege, as well as my role as the Alumni Board President, to welcome you, the class of 2023, into the St. Michael's College Alumni Association. As I flew in yesterday and saw beautiful Lake Champlain, the Adirondacks, and of course the iconic view of Mount Mansfield and Camel's Hump from the airplane, I immediately experienced a sense of calm. And I think that is because whenever I am near St. Michael's College, I feel like I am back home. My 4 years at St. Mike's were quite formative. It's where I learned what community was all about. And it's that same sense of community and connectedness to this college that has stayed with me throughout my own journey since my graduation 37 years ago. I'm sure you're also very happy you've made it to this day, and I hope you learned as much and had as much fun as I did along the way. I also hope that you take a moment right now to reflect and take it all in. Look around at each other. Look at the family and friends who surround you. This is an amazing accomplishment. Don't underestimate what you went through over these past 4 years. Maybe it was that assignment, project or paper or capstone that you just finished and you thought you would never finish, but you did. Or the team where you weren't sure if you'd make the cut. Or in the beautiful mountains that surround us, that hike or climb you didn't think you'd finish. And in the loneliness and isolation of the pandemic, that feeling of when or whether you'd ever see your St. Mike's friends again. These were the bumps in the road of your college experience, and no doubt you made it through. because you had a community of family and friends, faculty and staff who all supported you. And you persevered, you're stronger for it, and you should feel very, very proud. Similarly, in this next chapter of your life, you'll have your ups and downs, bumps in the road. And I want you to know there's an even larger community of St. Michael's College alumni, some 22,000 strong, who are not only here to help, but want to help you in your journey and have fun with you along the way. We all love our alma mater. We share a special connection and want the best for each other, like we did when we were all on campus. One of the things I've learned and have come to appreciate since I left St. Mike's is that we all need each other to be our best. And one of the things that I've seen is that this community is always here for you. And you can all help foster that amazing St. Mike's community by attending alumni events back home, through gifts to the college, through volunteering to ensure future students have many of the same experience you enjoyed while you were here. In closing, it is my hope that you will continue to embrace this community that is St. Michael's and bring it with you wherever you go to do well and do good in this world. I left home to travel here to be with you all today, but I also came home. And it is my sincerest hope that you will always feel that way yourselves, one of my great gifts of my St. Mike's experience. Again, congratulations and welcome into our alumni community, who all call St. Michael's College home. Thank you.
As our ceremony draws to a close, I want to take a moment to thank all those individuals and offices who worked so hard to make today's celebration run smoothly, particularly those in the President's Office, Academic Affairs, Public Safety, Facilities, Special Events, Student Affairs, Sodexo, and the Registrar's Office. In addition, our pride in the accomplishments of our graduates is enhanced by the knowledge that over the last 4 years, the committed faculty and staff of St. Michael's College have interacted with our students in transformational ways. I would ask all the faculty and staff who are here today to stand as they are able so that we may acknowledge and thank them for dedicating themselves to student learning at St. Michael's College. It's now my honor to introduce the Reverend Marcel Rainville, Enbonite Campus Minister, class of 1967, to give our benediction.
I invite you to pray with me. Gracious God, this commencement ceremony has renewed our respect for the wonder of life. St. Michael's College honors the members of the class of 2023 and their families. The unfaltering vision of hope they espoused during the historic pandemic which shrouded much of their St. Mike's experience. For the courage and strength they have shown, we are supremely thankful. We honor each and every one who has graced St. Michael's College with their presence today. May the young, in particular our graduates, attain to a never fonder appreciation for the wonder of our existence and the quest for wisdom. Also, may their loved ones who walk with them on life's journey be strengthened in the joy of this day. Let the learning gained by our new St. Michael's alums serve to broaden our respect of the human person, so that all may find true fulfillment in lives of service to the entire human family. Loving God, grant to your dear daughters and sons, our graduates, the vocation to be faithful stewards of the gift of life. Accord to them the blessings of genuine faith, fearless hope, and joyous charity. We make this prayer mindful of the lessons in humanness that bring us to this sacred moment, and of the resurrection promised in Christ Jesus, in whom we are granted all life's graces. Amen.
As our ceremony ends, we want to invite all in attendance to a reception on the library lawn immediately following the recessional. Light refreshments will be available. Members of the faculty will be standing at tables labeled with departmental signs so that graduates can introduce family members to faculty. The tables are arranged alphabetically by department, beginning at the right-hand corner if you're starting at the library steps. Please take a few minutes to enjoy this wonderful celebration with those who've been part of your St. Michael's experience. As you exit the building today, we ask you to proceed all the way to the green so that others behind you in the building may exit. I ask everyone to please stay seated until the graduates have recessed. I now invite the 4.0 students to come forward to lead the recessional along with President Sterrett. The 116th commencement exercises of St. Michael's College are now dismissed.